Every day, your evenings are either a time of growth, renewal, and development, or they are the very thing that is stealing your calling and pulling you away from who God called you to be and all that He's called you to walk in. So many people clock out, both physically and spiritually, when evenings hit, and it's a habit that costs us far more than we realize. I'm not saying there can't be times of rest and relaxation. We need that, and it's vital to a healthy life and calling. But there is a difference between renewing rest and wasteful laziness. One of them refreshes you physically, mentally, and spiritually, especially time spent in God's presence. And the other one steals your dreams, hopes, ambitions, time, calling, and more. Resting and numbing yourself are two very different things. Your priorities in life are revealed by how you spend your evenings. In other words, what you give your time to when your responsibilities are done for the day is what truly matters to you, and it also shows what doesn't matter to you. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but it's up to us to choose what we're going to spend them on, especially our free time. We have to be intentional with what we allow that time to be spent on. After a long day of work, activities, school, or whatever your day looked like, it can be very easy to clock out for the day and spend the rest of our time scrolling, binge watching your favorite show. Maybe you spend the rest of the night gaming, maybe it's drinking, maybe it's being lazy, or so on. Satan loves when we constantly give in to these temptations because they keep us distracted. Distracted from God, distracted from our calling, our goals, and it keeps us distracted from becoming who Jesus has called us to be. And I'm not saying you can't watch your shows here or there, or play games with your friends. It's fine and can even be healthy to do some of these relaxing things as long as it's in moderation. Otherwise, we slip into idleness, laziness, and contentment with less than what God has for us. We have to be careful that we don't confuse rest with laziness. Rest renews you. Laziness delays you and eventually starts to steal from your destiny. Laziness will drain our time, delay our growth and development, postpone the calling that God has on your life, limit your effectiveness for the kingdom, and even strain your relationship with God and others. Laziness is a poison that often masquerades behind a mask called rest. If you do nothing about laziness, eventually it will rule your life. So set aside time and be intentional each night to be with God, for your development, to spend on your calling and your goals. Be intentional with your time, especially your free time, because it's something that you can never get back. Don't let it slip between your fingers.